Hello, I'm going to be walking you guys how to make your own homemade puppy hammer. First, I'm going to tell you what is going to be needed. You're going to need 3 arm spans of 1/4 inch diameter rope. Something solid that doesn't feel like it'll fall apart. You want something that is going to be not too rough on your hands, but at the same time not slip right out of your hands. There's a broad spectrum of rope that can work. I found nylon kind of rope works really well. You're also going to need 2 tennis balls. You're going to need 60 pennies or something that you can fit into a tennis ball that weighs about 6 or 7 ounces. Electrical tape, a splicing fid, 1/4 inch size, scissors, a serrated knife, a scale which is optional, and a marker which is also optional. Both these things can make it easier, but you don't need them. You can get away with it. First step I'm going to get you guys to do is count off 80 pennies. You want to, or whatever kind of weight you have, you want to make sure that with the ball and the weight, you got about half a pound. I'm using a food scale. That's all I got. So you want to get about a half a pound. 8 ounces is ideal for me. Once you got them counted, you're going to want to use your serrated knife and cut a coin slit hole in it. Squeeze the ball and start filling it with 80 pennies each using your 160 pennies. Then after both balls are filled, you're going to puncture a hole in one ball about the size of a pen and then feed the rope and tie it on the other side with a triple overhand knot so it won't come back out. Just do this to one of the balls and now you're basically going to have a rope dart made so far. Then from there you're going to want to dangle the head of the rope down to your elbow. So hold your arm out at an angle at a 90 degree with your elbow bent and tie a palm, which we call a palm node, right at your pinch grip. Then you're going to want to work on your shoulder nodes. So you're going to want to wrap the rope around yourself in what we call oxbow mode. So behind the neck and then under each armpit. Then you tie the shoulder node right at the start of your armpit, right past your collarbone a little bit. So I like them closer to my armpit, but once you have your 2 shoulder and palm knots tied, you want to find the middle point drooped over your neck and fold it in half. You can either mark this halfway point with a marker or just pinch it with your finger. You're going to fold it in half and you're going to duplicate the distance and make it symmetrical on the other side with the same kind of knot. So do a shoulder node and then do another palm node. It's important to work from one side to the other because if you jump around, you're going to notice that tying the knots is going to shorten it. So you want to make sure you work from one end to the other, shortening one end as you're working. And so once you have all your nodes tied, you're going to want to place the rope on the ground evenly with it split over in the middle of the halfway point so you can make sure all your nodes are aligned evenly, and then you're going to attach your last head evenly in proportion to the first one you made so that the whole thing can fold in half and be symmetrical. Once you have basically the whole hammer made and you attach the other head the same way we attached the first one, you're going to just want to wrap them both up in electrical tape, both the heads up in electrical tape just to keep everything secure, keep all the pennies inside, keep all the rope from moving around. Then once you have all that done, you're ready to pretty much rock and roll. Pretty much.